Well, hello and welcome to Teaching the Scriptures from Moody Bible Distance Learning. This is your fearless leader, Professor Jefferson, and this is Week 8. Week 8, I told you it would come quickly. Week 1, the leaves were changing, it was nice, it was fall. Week 8, at least here in central Illinois, it's 30 degrees and the wind is blowing 40 miles an hour and it's going to snow this weekend. That's how it goes here. Now, many of you live in climates that are not like this, and you are having a wonderful time. That's what I think about that. Okay, so we've made it through the teaching the lesson. You've made it through the uncomfortableness of watching yourself on video and having to evaluate. Now we're going to go a step further, and you're gonna watch 3 different videos of teaching James Ford, D.A. Carson, and Desmond Tutu. The Tutu one is shorter. It's short. And I recognize that. It's a clip, though. It gives you a sense of how he teaches. And what I want you to do in a less than 3-page paper, 3-page maximum, double-spaced, is just compare and contrast. Which one of those talks resonated with you? Which one did you say, oh, I really learned something from that? How about illustrations, tone of voice, the way they presented? And then on the discussion board, you're going to go even a step further and you're going to ask the question, is there a correct way to preach? I know guys that say expositionally, verse by verse is the only way to teach. And I know other guys that do topical. And neither the twain shall meet, right? And they both can't be right. Is there a correct way to teach? So we're going to debate that this week. I want to encourage you also. The hard part is over. Your lessons were wonderful. And I don't use this word very often because it's such a church word. I was edified by listening to those lessons, and I enjoyed them immensely. This time we only had one dog make an appearance, which usually I have several dogs, but actually it was a dog much like my own. But we did have a rooster for the first time. I'd never had a rooster crow during the lesson, so I was really excited about that. And there were people teaching in courtyards outside. There were people teaching in small groups, and teaching in schools, and teaching in the churches and Sunday school. It was awesome. So thank you so much for that. I enjoy this class. I enjoy watching you guys, and the passion and just the true honesty of somebody who truly wants to communicate the gospel to somebody. That's what I saw, and it was awesome. So, okay, I could go on for a long time. Week 8, you have those 2 assignments, and then I want to remind you of a couple of things. Monday night at midnight, December the 11th, is the last day of the class. I will not accept any assignments past that day at midnight. In other words, the class closes Monday night at midnight, okay? Even if it's 12:05, I'm not going to accept it. The class closes at midnight. And then I also want to remind you to do your evaluation. I think you had an email from Bob the Minion to remind you. You probably will have another email to remind you of that as well. And that helps me, that helps Moody, and I just want to encourage you to do that. So the question of the week is simply this. What's the best vacation you've ever been on? Or, if you can't think of one, what dream vacation would you take? That's it. If you have any questions, comments, prayer requests, let me know. Onward and upwards.